everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The Raiders were frustrated with last week's loss and are anxious to get back above 500 in today's game. It's the Chiefs going up against the Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland, as we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay at Oakland, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they come in with some fresh... as they got the week off. Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
The thing I like most about Derek Carr's game is not just the right arm and his touch and his ability to find receivers. I think it's his calmness, and I think that transmits itself very well to the rest of the team. They feed off of that, and they go out and play with confidence.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Second down, Jamal Charles. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them. Now Carr. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
And now a first down following that long gain.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
The play clock's running down. A first down carry here for Charles. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Clinton Dix attracted a lot of attention when he was about to enter the NFL for his ability to play the football in the air. He's actually shown that he can tackle pretty well in the league, too.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's got time. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Here's the former Bronco. It's C.J. Anderson with his first carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
While we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And Josh Hill has it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 there. Good enough for an Oakland first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On second down, Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. 0-0 our score, and we're back to Oakland after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. Bryant with a catch right side. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run the option left. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now the 4-year man out of Louisiana Tech, that's Ryan Allen, on to kick this one away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On first down, Carr. Going underneath for Charles. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll come out in the pistol. On the counter, it's Charles. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
he wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't.
After a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
They run it again with Anderson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with Larry Ridley for highlights and analysis of our first half of play. Not too many highlights yet, at least in terms of scoring plays, that is.
Yeah, but hang in there. We might get something these last 2 minutes.
Prescott on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
The intended receiver was Corey Brown, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play fake. Carr. He's got time in the pocket. Still back there. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for Kansas City.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but...
The Raiders swarm in and block it. Now it's picked up inside the 45. And they will take over at the 41, just outside of the 40-yard line. And with points at an extreme premium here in a 0-0 game, that could be a big special teams play right there.
That's an advantage play. Someone create an advantage for their team, give them an opportunity, and special teams is usually a terrific starting point for that. Blocking the punt, now they've given themselves a chance, and it sees momentum. Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Prescott again. A dump off to Anderson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Caught out left side by Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. To the air again, Prescott. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other end. Just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Carr now on first down. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. That'll bring up second down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet. No.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first and 10, here's Carr. And that'll be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Carr out to the left here to Reed. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Raiders are happy to be sitting in the locker room with a lead. The Chiefs won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. Chiefs open up on offense. They're going to come away with another sack. This will go as a loss of 5. Raiders take over late in the second. Prescott's got the completion through the middle. And this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. The Raiders is up now by 7. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now Prescott. Bryant with a catch right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. A group of Chiefs there to make the stop that time.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you can pretty much call
of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the green.
Jamal Charles, nobody in front. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jamal Charles, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with? And then when they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And now here come the Raiders. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Again, Anderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
The previous play was a nice run, so they came back with the draw. I think they were trying to fool the defense into thinking they would throw the ball and wanted to run it again. Unsuccessful, but this team is definitely showing they want to keep it on the ground.
Come on, let's go.
Throwing, Prescott. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Back now in the East Bay. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Oakland. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now here comes Kansas City. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Again, it's Charles. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run,
and down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. Oh,
he will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs defense, they get set and ready to do battle again. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that again. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Muscles him off. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it, and they ran it really well and picked up a first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
Now a run with Anderson. And some room to work. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. C.J. Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Finding time. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense defense will make some...
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
156, 156. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Flex round.
Here's the option going right. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Still 9 yards to go on third down.
Let him know. Flex round. You got tight.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Spinning again. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And now here comes Kansas City. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that he gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Survey, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And quickly they get to the line. And look like some movement there. Let's get the call.
Offense.
Here we go on 1st and 15. Now Carr. And Reed with it over the middle. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Carr to throw. Room here to run. 23 yards on the play.
It's always interesting to watch a player fight his own instincts, because when you're a ball carrier, you're taught to fight for every inch, every yard. But in this situation, the smart play is to get out of bounds, and that's exactly what he did.
Carr now to throw. Going underneath for Charles. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And he spikes it here with 35 seconds left. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. To throw is Carr. A dump off for Charles. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your...
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, They need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and then get that onside kick. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Oakland, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.